From Collingswood High School, Comcast Sports presents Colonial Conference Wrestling. Tonight, it's the Red Raiders of Paulsboro and the Panthers of Collingswood. John Vogeding and John Mondelli. And Vogue, a great night of wrestling tonight. I know we seem to say it every night, but the big number tonight is 307.
So many times we've seen Paulsboro over the years in the Colonial Conference, the last 37 years, walk up against an opponent that was maybe considered in the ballpark to be possibly to be able to beat them. Tonight, it's reality.
February 3rd, 1971, the last time Paulsboro lost in the conference, 25-16 to Haddon Township. They've had a couple close matches since then, some Haddon Township matches, some West Deptford matches, but right now, most observers think Collingswood's the favorite.
Well, I certainly would think so with the youngsters that Paulsboro has in the lineup this year, the inexperience, the injuries. Collingswood's a healthy team, and they just got an added plus with a new heavyweight.
Yeah, talk about that. Anthony Maloney, who was a Camden Catholic last year.
Camden Catholic last year, 26-10, a district champion. He was dismissed from the team, if you listen to Coach Pete DePaul of Camden Catholic, and enrolled at Collingswood and has just become eligible.
On the Paulsboro side, we noticed last week the injury to Greenwald. 3 wrestlers out of the lineup they expected at the beginning of the year: Grimes, Nauer, and now Greenwald. How's Paulsboro overcome that obstacle?
Very, very difficult to overcome that obstacle because you have so many new faces in the lineup.
Will the streak continue? Well, we'll find out soon. All the action coming up next on Comcast. Back at Collingswood, 152, Vogue.
152 pounds, very first weight class, and it looks like it's going to be Matt Cosgrove of Paulsboro, Brian Lohan of Collingswood, and Matt Cosgrove got taken down early.
You got it, Vogue.
This is my gentleman. Come out.
Matt Cosgrove comes into this. He is a
Lead behind line, pound front line. Let me
freshman, 4-12 this year. Brian Lohan is a senior, 9-8. Big advantage, maturity-wise, to the Collingswood wrestler.
And Coach Collingswood winning the toss and getting the odd matches. We know that's what Paulsboro wanted, so that's a second straight big match. Paulsboro's lost a coin toss, and Cosgrove in trouble right now.
And if ever you saw sharks circling around wounded fish, this is exactly what's going to happen tonight. Collingswood has got a packed gym, and they are very excited. Oh, my.
Back points, and maybe more, Vogue.
Oh, my. Big near side cradle. All he's got to do is get the knee under the butt. Oh, my.
Russ Menudo, the other official with Mike Williams, as they look on.
Oh, my.
See Williams with the hand underneath.
Michael Williams, the veteran official. Russ Menudo, former retired coach at Lenape High School, in his second year as a varsity official. 3 points near fall.
5-0. Still 45 seconds to go in the first period. First match of the night, 152 pounds.
And Collingswood wanted a running start. Got a senior against a freshman. Freshman is battling.
Cosgrove trying to get the reversal. Does he get it? Cooper's looking for it. Did he get it? Got it. 5-2, 28 seconds.
That's what the Paulsboro wrestlers have to do. Those with less experience, they have to fight for every point they're going to get.
We'll keep saying it over and over again. 307 straight wins in the conference. Here's the reversal back for Lowen.
There's a plain stand-up and reverse, stand-up and switch. Michael Williams, a 1981 Overbrook High School graduate. He'll be doing Friday night at the States this year. He's done Region 7 the last 3 years. Veteran official. As you mentioned, Russ Menudo is assisting. Again, trying to work for the cradle.
Runs out of time.
Good choice.
9-2 lead.
Pound front line. No. Top out neutral to first. Bring the first. Great. Guard blood time.
Got a blood timeout. We take a look at Paul Marina, the head coach of Paulsboro High School. We'll get back to the second period.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Paulsboro down.
Will be down in defensive position.
That's one of those choose your poisons because he was taken down real quick, Vogue, but he's also been put on his back. Sounds great in here, Vogue. This is how high school wrestling should be.
Cosgrove with the escape.
Now 9-3. We go back to the center.
Cosgrove getting his baptism under fire, John. It's very, very tough. Come in as a freshman, step into the varsity lineup. Cosgrove showing a lot of courage out there.
Cosgrove trying for the shot. Lowen trying to fight him off. Looks trying to work that 5-point move, though. He's trying to get the 2 and 3 from the beginning, but he's got to get the 2 first.
Absolutely.
Nice job by Cosgrove getting out of that predicament, now trying to go in for the shot again. So he is being aggressive.
Getting in on the legs. He's not backing off. That bodes well for Cosgrove.
Once again, Lowen. And we'll go back to the center. Restart with 1 minute left here in the second. 9-2 lead.
With a senior against a freshman, Collingswood, I know, was looking for bonus points in this bout.
9-3. Forgot about that escape at the beginning of the period. 9-3 now. So a takedown would put Lowen in major decision territory.
And if Cosgrove can negotiate a takedown, it's going to start taking away some bonus points.
And obviously give him a little confidence too, Vogue.
Oh, absolutely.
41 seconds left here in the second.
Collingswood bench was encouraging Lohan when they went out of bounds to attack. Don't be passive.
No warnings yet on either wrestler. There's a warning against
Lohan for backing off.
I was kind of surprised there because I thought he was just pushing him. Is that what the deal was? Because it looked like Lohan was going in, but not. Here's that Cosgrove trying to get that takedown.
Not completely under control. Lohan
got to hold on to that arm for 10 seconds. Oh, look at that, folks.
My.
He can pop his head out. He can get a takedown, and he got it.
Oh, my.
How about that? 9-5 with 7 seconds left. What a surprise. Turn of events.
Good period for Cosgrove. Excellent period.
Lowen will have his choice. He's going to take the bottom to start the third period.
Just like a couple years ago when Paulsboro came in and figured there would be some tough matches. Ellis Hester won the second round of the evening, and it was a catalyst for Paulsboro. Cosgrove trying to provide the same spark tonight.
Watch, Lowen's got already been hit for stalling, so he's got to try and move on the bottom there.
Yeah, he's wrestling with his head down on the mat. Cosgrove has to stay under control, try to work up.
Of course, Cosgrove's got to work.
So a good pinning combination.
Right. You see Williams looking in to see if he's going to hit Lowen for a stall.
Lowen just keeping his head down on the mat.
There, he's going to hit him right. Oh, I thought he was going to play. He got him. There's a point. Now 9-6. Wow, who would have thought? You know, this is one of those Paulsboro would say, just stay off your back.
Yep.
Don't give up the big bonus points.
And Cosgrove within striking distance of winning the bout. That's why Paulsboro's won 307 consecutive wins in the Colonial Conference. Many times when you feel an underrated wrestler is going out there, he comes up with a big contribution.
Now, Vogue, if you're Paul Marina, do you want Cosgrove to be aggressive or do you want him to be cautious?
Yeah, absolutely. If he's cautious, you get in trouble.
Yeah.
So you have to be aggressive out there. You have to constantly be on the attack.
Because you don't expect to win this match. That's why I asked that question. He's got to watch here, though. He's got to hold on to that leg. He's got to watch because Lowen can spin around and get the reversal. And he goes out. Hamrick looking for 2. They give him 1, it looks like, right? 1
point.
10-6.
10-6 now. If Cosgrove keeps attacking here, gets a 2-2 and a takedown.
There he goes. He got the two.
Takedown.
10-8. Let's see if he lets him go, Vog. Will we let him go?
Got to cut him loose now.
30 seconds left. But I tell you what, with the stall already on low, and maybe he can try and force him.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another stall. 10-9. Now you might want to cut him, Vog, with 20 seconds and go in for the takedown.
Oh, my.
Down to 9 seconds. This will be interesting now.
There's the escape.
Marina's telling him, cut him. He's telling him, well, no, he's not, is he? Okay, well, he is cut, so he's just got to go in for the takedown. Go in for that shot. He can win the match or tie the match. He's got it. We're going to have overtime. We got overtime in this match. Who would have thought it? 11-11.
Oh, my.
And I tell you what, conditioning definitely a factor the last two periods here.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. What a great job by Cosgrove to battle back. And he's got the last couple takedowns.
Come on, gentlemen.
This is huge. He gets another takedown and wins the bout.
And remember the stalls.
Yeah.
He's going in for that same shot. Can he finish him off?
Oh, my.
Spin around. Norman doing a great job to hold on, though.
Oh, brother.
Nothing yet.
Oh, my. Cosgrove steps across. He's going to get the takedown.
No two yet. 35.
Nothing yet. He's going to get it, though. He's going to get it.
He can turn on again. Paulsboro wins this one at 152. Major upset, Vog. How about that?
Wow. Huge, huge win by the freshman.
And you know what's that going to do for the kids' confidence later on in the year?
Oh, it's got to help them
At the end of this match, a freshman at 4-12 against the senior, and Paulsboro leads 3-0.
Just stay back from the mat just a little bit. Okay.
Might not have a voice left by the time we get around to the end of this one, Vog.
Paulsboro's got to put the wrestler out first on the mat here.
Listen in. You take over. I'll try and listen into the call.
Louis Gattuso wrestling for Paulsboro, the freshman. Lou Gattuso this year having a rough baptism, a freshman with 1 win and 10 losses. Collingswood yet to send their wrestler out.
How much time do they have to send somebody out, Vog? Can they just hit them for a start before a match starts?
Oh, they could.
Take care, gentlemen.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
I didn't get the name of that Collingswood wrestler. Maybe we can get one of our camera people to go over.
I think it's Simone.
And all of a sudden, it's 5-0.
Get down. Lead the line, front line. Let me know what you say.
Get somebody to check with their bench, maybe.
Yeah.
I got a caution on green. On the belly go.
With a caution.
Get on.
Like Gattuso's job now is to come up off the bottom and try and get away. Gattuso in jeopardy here, near side cradle. Collingswood wrestler whips it back. Oh my, Gattuso almost barreled into him.
Get down,
We have somebody checking out that for us, Vog. 5-0. This is almost like the other match started, Vog.
Yeah.
Tell you what, a lot of police presence at this match. Oh, yeah, they're already taking somebody out.
They're not tolerating anything, but good police presence here tonight. Nobody allowed to wear any hats in here, and they're expected to conduct this meet with sportsmanship. A little over a minute left in the opening period.
Okay, Vog, Fabian Rivera it is.
Fabian Rivera, a senior from Collingswood, 9-11 this year. He was 3rd in the Collingswood tournament, 4th in the district, which means they're going to send Simone probably up against Jimmy Gentile. Right now, Fabian Rivera. Oh my. Big back points coming.
There's a pin.
1 minute, 32 seconds. Now 6-3, Collingswood.
Well, we know Gentile's probably coming out for Paulsboro, or they would do Braxton. I wouldn't think so, though, Vogue. We'll see. That's Gentile.
Yep. I'm sure that's Simone.
Take care.
Jim Gentile, a junior, 19-1 this year, 44 career ones. First in the district last year, second in the Mustang Classic this year, and first at Council Rock. Vince Simone, a junior, 13-5 this year, first in the Collingswood tournament this year, and second in the districts last year.
Some early fireworks, Vogue.
Oh, without a doubt.
Gentile just having a great start to the season, Vogue.
You know, Simone wrestled probably the last couple of years for Collingswood.
Yeah, 2 years ago in that 46-14 Paulsboro win, he lost in his match to Hamilton. And then last year he lost again to Hamilton.
So Simone's probably happy to see somebody else not named Hamilton.
Of course, I'm sure he wouldn't like, he's going up against somebody 19-1. That's not too good.
No. Well, some of these wrestlers in the Collingswood lineup have wrestled against Paulsboro. There's a takedown for Gentile. More Collingswood wrestlers have wrestled the last couple of years than Paulsboro wrestlers.
Paulsboro very young. We talked about that. No seniors in the starting lineup when the season started. There's an escape. 2-1.
Gentile is deadly if he gets the right kind of takedown on you. He steps over and plants you on your back. Did it several times in the Council Rock tournament.
Saw him do it at Delsey too.
Yeah, do it numerous dual meets so far. Having an excellent year. His only loss in the finals of that Mustang Classic at Brick Memorial.
Was that takedown?
That was the throw he tried to execute, and it backfired on him, and he got caught. But he's got 2 takedowns already in this match.
You got to watch fleeing the mat there, Vogue.
Yes.
4-1, 15 seconds left.
Get down, Green.
Sure, Gentile try and keep him down. You won't see him let him go here.
Get on.
Not with 15 seconds to go. Drops down the leg. He's got to lift that leg up and barrel into him. That's what he does.
Work out.
4 seconds left. We're going to go with 1 second left into the second. Gentile with a 4-1 lead.
This is a match that did favor Paulsboro, but Collingswood was favored in the first match of the night, and Matt Cosgrove pulled off the shocker. Always seems to be at least one shocker in the Paulsboro-Collingswood matches.
Well, I imagine the interesting thing is going to be 189 for Paulsboro. Vogue. Obviously, no Green
Green's
Wall,
going
Garrett
defense.
Grimes out for his first match of the year. Because we talked about it with Paul Marino on our wrestling show. It's not easy just to step onto the mat after 6 practices and be in game shape.
1 point Green.
And Gentile gives the automatic escape, new rule this year.
4-2 now.
Going to go for the big move from the neutral position, try to get the takedown, take his opponent right to his back. Geez, what a marvelous, oh my.
Ran out of space there.
Yep, and see, almost come in jeopardy as they went out of bounds. Had they been in bounds, he could have been a little bit of jeopardy. So Gentile has to be careful with his throws. And kind of a shot in the arm. Matt Cosgrove provided it, but coming back from a 9-2 deficit to win 13-11 in overtime in the very first match of the evening.
Once again, Gentile with that takedown right to his back. Can he finish it off? Nice job by Simone.
Gentile's wrestling with so much confidence this year.
He's saw signs of that at times last year, Vogue. I can remember the Haddonfield match when they did that win over Hesser.
Oh, there were flashes last year, believe me. I think he's a relaxed wrestler this year. I think he's not worrying about any weight problems. Again, he gives the intentional escape.
Now 6'3".
And I think he's working harder than he's worked in his 3-year high school career so far. Here comes that move. Gentile gets in. If he can get the arms barred out front, almost like a front headlock, and step over, he'll plant him. Well, the early fireworks by Cosgrove has certainly settled down the Collingswood crowd. I mean, whole side of the bleachers over there is filled with white shirts from Collingswood.
Gentile wrestled last year in this match, lost 12-8 to Brian Hairston, who we'll see a little bit later on, Coach.
Yep. And of course, after a tough match 2 years ago, it was an 8-6 split. Paulsboro dominated last year's match in Paulsboro. 23 seconds to go in the second period. Gentile 6-3 lead. Would like to get another takedown before the period is over. Simone, a crafty veteran, trying to prevent any points. Gentile's got to be careful about backing off.
Collingswood bench looking for a call.
I think the official, when he took him back in there that time, reminded these guys, you have to stay in that center circle.
Gentile trying to steal that takedown at the ball, and he did with 3 seconds left. Now 8-3, a big 2 for Paulsboro. Paulsboro looking for at least a major here, Vogue.
Yeah, and I break the man down right here, 3 seconds to go.
And we go to the third. Gentile have his choice, he takes down.
An 8-3 lead, right?
Yes, it is. Here's Alex Silvestro looking on. Wrestling in 4 of these matches. Now 9-3. Silvestro will be heading back. I guess next week classes start back up at Rutgers.
Go center, go center.
What a great scholastic career Alex Silvestro had. What a great collegiate career he's got in front of him. And may well see him on an NFL team someday.
It was nice this year, Vogue, seeing him and George Johnson both playing at the same time, a couple Gloucester County kids, and for Silvestro playing as a freshman at that caliber is pretty impressive.
Very impressive. And of course, if Cordell Young didn't get hurt early in the year, it would have been another player from West Deptford in the lineup. South Jersey, West Deptford, Glassboro, Paulsboro.
Yep. 9-3, a minute 30 left.
Again, Paulsboro has to be looking for bonus points here.
Takedown will give Gentile that 8-point lead in major territory.
And notice how he sticks his foot out there, trying to sucker the opponent into reaching for that leg. And that sometimes opens up that bar arm where he can step over.
I'm sure Collingswood's, probably been out scouting that, but trying to grab that leg. He's got to pull up on it. Can he finish him off? He got the, no, did not get that.
Just missed it, going out of bounds. 103. This is a bonus point match for Paulsboro. Any more than a regular decision. One more takedown would give him an 8-point differential.
Almost got a take. He's got that ankle. Now there's the takedown right there.
Yep.
No takedown. Oh, no takedown.
Well, Tony had control there, but we're here.
No argument on the Paulsboro side. Better view by our camera people. And plus Paulsboro didn't argue, so you know it's the right call. Time running out there for Gentile.
Yeah, and again, he's got to stop backing up because if he does, he could get hit with a warning. There are no warnings in this match.
No, that's for Simone too. He can probably play it a little bit safe. But he's got to give him
There's
credit.
the
He's going
warning.
right in. There's the warning against Gentile, so Gentile's got to go after him. You see Coach Ron Hamrick, 358 wins in his career. His son, we'll see a little bit later, having an outstanding season as a freshman. He's 17-2.
15 seconds to go. Gentile needs a takedown to have a major decision.
10 seconds.
There
He got it. Now he's got to hold him down for 6 seconds. And Gentile's got to watch because he's been hit for stalling already. And he's going to hold on. He's going to get the major. 11-3 win for Gentile.
And 4 points.
The Paulsboro back out in front, 7-6.
Winner by major decision for Paulsboro, Jimmy Gentile. Quarterback 11-3.
Go to 189. Should be Grimes, DiLiberto. I'll listen in though, Boach.
The winning 50-58 number. After this flat one, that's the winning 50-56 number.
Paul Marino looking on. Paul Marino, an outstanding 448 wins against 22 losses and 4 ties in a 23-year career.
Now wrestling at 189 pounds for Paulsboro is Gary Grimes.
Gary Grimes.
And for Paulsboro, Mark
DiLiberto. Gary Grimes, a senior, his first match of the year, coming out to help the team. Mark DiLiberto, a junior, 13-5 this year. First in the Collingswood and Neptune tournaments. Second in the districts last year at 189 pounds.
Yeah, this is one I think Voach Collingswood has to have.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
No question. But originally they were looking with
Greenwald
out of the lineup. They were looking at possibly bonus points in this match. Gary Grimes, a pretty strong kid. If he's got any kind of wrestling lungs built up so far, he could cause problems for DiLiberto.
And that's what we're going to be looking at, the second and third periods. Guys like him, guys like Maloney.
Yep.
How they're going to be. Are they in game shape?
DiLiberto, I'm sure, knows this is the first varsity competition this year for Grimes, and he has to know that he's got to push him a little bit. And be careful because Grimes is a very strong individual.
Gary Grimes weighing in at 187, DiLiberto 187.5.
Very equal in weight.
Seconds, nothing left. Let's see if DiLiberto can lift up on that leg. He might run out of space, and Grimes is going to try and spin around. Nobody's going to get anything here.
Well, Grimes took a nice shot, so he's out there with no fear. Now here again, if you were Gary Grimes this year coming off the football season, knowing that Zach Greenwald was at 89 and Gerald Hodges at 215, you know, it didn't make much sense to be out there because chances of getting in the varsity lineup are probably pretty slim. Had he been out from the beginning of the season, as strong as he is, probably be paying big assets now. That's what happens in a small school situation.
You know, but Voach, for years, I mean, Paulsboro had full varsity, JV, and freshman lineups.
Without a doubt. And when the JV streak ended a few years back, you've seen a definite decline in the number of bodies.
Last time Collingswood beat Paulsboro, 1968. They had beaten them 5 times, and they haven't beaten them since 1968. DiLiberto's the bottom here to start the second.
Very, very close to locking hands on DiLiberto's stand-up.
And that's another thing, because Grimes hasn't been out there.
Yep.
And let's see how he is on top. It's another thing, getting used to this. I know you have your drills in practice, but plus the intensity of especially a match like this, though, it's just got to take something out of you.
Yep. No question about it.
Grimes just bringing him right back down to the mat.
Yeah, and he's got to be very, very close when he brings him down, too, because when the man stands up, you have a tendency to lock your hands.
Right.
When you bring him back to the mat, you've got to release it as quickly as you can. If you hold on to it too long, you're going to be called for locking hands.
And it looks like the Collingswood bench looking for that, because if you notice, that's what they're looking for. We're going to see a freestyle start. 1-0 DiLiberto.
Kind of like an intentional escape.
It's our fourth match. We started at 1:52. 7-6 lead Paulsboro.
Grimes came close to a takedown in the first period, so.
Another thing, Coach, both of these teams in Group 1 could meet again. We also have Pennsville having a big year in Group 1, who already beat Collingswood.
And of course, Paulsboro goes out of the frying pan into the fire on Saturday because they have Haddonfield, who's having a pretty super year so far. And Haddonfield's in Group 1.
DiLiberto in on that lie. Can he finish? Grimes trying to fight it off. And DiLiberto trying to get that takedown. They got it.
Oh, my.
Now Grimes trying to fight from staying off his back. Well, there's 3-0 lead.
There's where the strength of Grimes comes into play, because a lesser wrestler, when DiLiberto slipped a half in there, a lesser wrestler might have gone right to his back and given up back points. Now you're going to see Grimes try and fight off the bottom.
48 seconds left in the second. There's the stand up by Grimes.
Again, a strong youngster. Got to be careful of that, getting his hand locked up like that, because if they do that inbounds and he can't free that mat back from the mat, those are tilt points. Got to fire off the bottom.
Grimes again stands up.
Here it comes. Watch the tilt. There's the tilt.
Right to his back. He's going to get 3.
Oh, my. Could see it coming the last time that Grimes stood up. Locks that wrist up, across the body, pulls him right through, and that's a near fall 3.
6-0.
Don't ride it, use it,
now
use
Grimes has
it.
got to watch the bonus point situation.
And here again, you hear the official out there saying, what you've got, you got to use it.
Time running out. Big period for DiLiberto.
Takes a gigantic lead.
Red's going neutral. Red's going neutral.
Paulsboro's choice this period. Grimes takes a neutral position. Now, what he's got to be careful of here, he has to still stay the aggressor, be on the attack, because he can't back right out of it. DiLiberto's going to try and keep it active. Gets in deep on the legs. Walks through.
He's
got the half.
Out. He's going to try to turn
my. Oh, my. Oh, my.
On his back.
Oh, my. Didn't have a good half, and he had a good half in. Could have been curtains for Grimes. Two back points. Now 10-0.
He's surrendering.
All right, Collingswood's going to give the intentional escape.
Last year, DiLiberto wrestled Gerald Hodges and got pinned in this match. Trying to get a little revenge on Paulsboro.
Oh, I don't think there's any question. A couple of these wrestlers who have wrestled last year or the last couple of years, another takedown.
Now 12-1.
Have got more than revenge on their minds. They've got history at stake.
After a slow start, DiLiberto coming on, Coach.
Well, and there again, conditioning's coming into play, because if you weren't even on the mat 8 days ago, and now you're out on the mat, your lungs feel like somebody is puncturing them right now.
Foul warning against Paulsboro.
Got to give Grimes an awful lot of credit for being out there, but it's a different thing than a football field. Near side cradle. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Didn't lock it up tight enough.
Still got 30 seconds though, Voj. Grimes does a nice job, but
3-point near fall.
14-1. One more. 14-2. On the escape. I'm looking to see if he can get a tech fall, but we would need a takedown, and I'll put him on his back in the last 10 seconds. 16-2. 5 seconds. I'll tell you what, if he gets it for stalling, Vogt, we got a tech ball here.
Yep.
Time runs out, though.
16-2 final. 4 points for Collingswood.
10-7 lead, the Panthers. 2:15. This will be interesting what happens here, Vogt. We know Paulsboro is sending out Hodges. We know that.
Without a doubt. With one thing in mind. Get a 6 and get it fast. Gerald Hodges having a great year this year. The Paulsboro Junior quarterback on the football team. 18-0 this year. 61-6 in his varsity career. First in the district, third in the region last year.
Right after foul zone, too, Vogt. Gets a takedown quick and right to the mat.
First in the Mustang Classic, first in the Castle Rock tournament this year. Kyle Falzone, I'm sorry, is not the same caliber wrestler as Gerald Hodges.
He is unbeaten, though, Vogt.
Get out, Green.
Could well be loss number 1.
He's behind line, Paul in front line. Let me
Kyle
know when you set.
Falzone's orders, I'm sure, going out there were to try and prevent any kind of bonus points. Kyle Falzone, a senior, 16-0 this year, as you mentioned. First in the Neptune and Collingswood tournaments. Second in District 28 at 2:15 a year ago.
Last year, he got pinned by Alex Silvestro in this match. Last year was Silvestro. 2 years ago, he wrestled heavyweight and lost to Demetrius Hester. We're going to see a freestyle start.
I think he'll cut him loose right away, which he does. 2-1, Hodges. Trying to set up a move to take his opponent right to his back. On Falzone, I want to tie up that arm and try and stay as much away as I can.
Falzone trying to get his own takedown, and then we run out of space.
Yep.
We'll go back to the center. 2-1 lead Hodges, 58 seconds left here in period number 1.
Don't look for Falzone to back off here. He just has a terrific opponent he's up against.
Just trying to get that takedown on the line.
Got to get the other leg. Out they step. 35 seconds remaining in the first period. 2-2 in bouts after 4 bouts. Collingswood holding a 10-7 lead. I see Falzone can frustrate you. He's got enough experience. Just taking a quick peek at the clock, see how much time is left.
That was 10 seconds. The only takedown for Hodges at the beginning of this match. Falzone trying for that takedown to end the period. We're going to go out and we're going to start we got 1 second left, actually. 10-7 lead, Collingswood.
After the early takedown, Falzone fought back well.
Falzone's choice.
Green's going defense.
Take the bottom.
Lead behind line, Paul in front line. Let me know when you shot. Go.
There's the escape. We're tied at 2. Hodges with the takedown, Falzone, 2 escapes.
Again, if you're Collingswood going into this bout, you're looking for bonus points. Falzone, a tested veteran.
Hodges trying to get that takedown on the line. Does not. Twice he's missed on that line.
Falzone staying just active enough out there. trying to make Hodges make a mistake.
Hodges going after Falzone. Falzone frustrating Hodges just a little bit, Coach.
Oh, no question. And Falzone's doing the job he was asked to do out there. You know, go out there. You know, you're wrestling a formidable opponent. Go out there and just.
He's got to watch out though, Votes, because he's backing up on all those shots by Hodges.
Yeah, and as he gets to the line, though, he tries to turn in and swing behind, and that's going to be enough in the mind, I think, of the official to not have to hit him for stalling. He'll warn him, stay in the middle.
Go center, Brady. Go center.
Again, the warning was stay in the center.
Now Falzone's got the leg. He can get the takedown. 30 seconds left. Nice job by Hodges to fight it off.
Hodges very strong. Very strong. You might get him going one way and spin the other, get behind, trip him.
Got the takedown. Wow. You look at the Collingswood bench, they're not happy.
No. And that was close. That was close. Hodges did have control, but he brought the man down on top of him. You really got to see. Let's see if we can hear what he's saying.
Yeah, we'll listen in. Let's try and turn that up.
That was one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
Okay.
That was one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
Coach, he had legs.
That was one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
Yep, Coach, you got a misconduct on the bench. Tell the coaches to settle down. If you don't,
well, you got to have your A game in.
Okay.
You need to bring your A game, buddy.
Okay. You got to.
Coach, I think that was one of the worst calls Hamrick's ever seen.
Yeah, which could have been an unsportsmanlike point right there. Now he's challenging the judgment of an official. It could have been an automatic
warning,
point.
right?
Gave him a bench warning because the coaches are out in front of the bench over there.
And every point's going to be a key here, Coach. You don't want to get a point taken away like that.
Not a team point. And by saying right to the official's face, that's one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
And you got to bring your A game.
Yeah.
You followed it up with that one.
Yes. Kind of like belittling the officials. You got to be careful.
Hodges holds on for a 4-2 lead going into the third. He'll have his choice.
Let's go on defense.
And he'll take the bottom.
Again, if you're Paulsboro going into this bout, you're looking for bonus points. But of course, every win is big in this match.
Hodges has a takedown in the first, a takedown in the second. Falzone an escape in the first, escape in the second. And there's the, pretty much, Falzone just lets him go, 5-2. Figures he isn't going to turn and try and work on his feet.
Yeah, I was going to say pretty much cut him loose. Hodges can't get frustrated out there. Got to set up a good move.
Now Falzone has that leg again, and look at that strength by Hodges, though, Coach.
It's so strong. Again, conditioning comes into effect here.
Go center, guys.
We go back to the center. 1:24 left.
5-2 lead for Hodges.
Sold out Collingswood High School. Second straight Wednesday night we've been in a match where the gym was packed.
And you know, the one thing I like here is they don't tolerate a thing. No hats in this gymnasium. And if you get out of line, I've already seen them exit one person out of the building already. Great sportsmanship and great security.
Falzone with that leg again. Tries to grab the ankle. Nothing. We go back to the center with 58 seconds left. Next Wednesday, Vogues, we travel to my turf, Kingsway. They've been unbeaten in the conference for 3 or 4 years, I guess, Vogues, which doesn't seem a lot when you're talking 37, but they take on Delsey, and it looks like Delsey's year.
Delsey's having a great year so far. Kingsway's rebuilding in many weight classes.
Here we go.
It's a
40 seconds left, Vogues.
Tough matches down at the Virginia Duels for Kingsway. With Curtis Becker, a shining star for him.
Back here, Vogues, you're a little surprised at how tough Falzone's been, though. He is undefeated. Nothing there.
No. Well, he's undefeated, but I don't think he's met the caliber of competition that Hodges can provide. Falzone's having a super year. I mean, this is his third year in the starting lineup. Never beaten a Paulsboro wrestler, I believe, in the 3 years.
$18 seconds left.
It's kind of a moral victory here for Collingswood to hold this, Collingswood to just lose by decision, because this was a match that Paulsboro really figured to get bonus points in.
Now the question is, will Maloney come out, Voge? Do they send him out? They still have somebody else they can send out with a 5-1 record. We're tied at 10 now with a 5-2 win for Hodges. I'll listen up and see what's going to happen.
5-2 was the score. That gives Collingswood its third win in 5 bouts and a 13.
Paulsboro's third win, Voge.
Paulsboro's third win, and gives Paulsboro a 10-10 tie at this point. Freshman Nikki Curl coming out for Paulsboro.
Let's come out heavyweight for Paulsboro is Nicholas Curl, and for Paulsboro, Anthony Maloney.
Nikki Curl.
It is Maloney, Voge.
A freshman, 12-5 this year, third in the Mustang Classic. First time wrestler for Collingswood this year. Former wrestler at Camden Catholic, Anthony Maloney, a senior, 26-10 and a District 28 champion a year ago. He's a senior.
Maloney coming in weighing 207.7. Curl almost 250, 249.2.
And again, you wonder about first-time starters. If the conditioning is there, you can do a lot of running on your own. You can do a lot of exercising on your own. But to get on the mat and work out consistently day after day, that is usually a telltale performance indicator.
Takedown for Maloney. 2-0 lead.
Maloney throwing your legs in. So much a trait when he was at Camden Catholic High School. Breaks his man down. Now he's going to try and work the power half from there. Maloney wrestled a lot of big heavyweights last year, so he's familiar with that weight class.
Curl's got to watch. If potentially dangerous.
Get out, Red.
2-0 lead for Maloney.
You'd almost think if you're a Maloney wrestling a taller opponent like that and a heavier opponent, you might almost think about cutting him loose so you don't get caught with some kind of a roll. Again, Maloney throwing the legs in. "20 seconds to go in the opening period. 2-0 Collingswood. Nikki Curl, the freshman, going up against Anthony Maloney, a senior.
If you're Curl, you don't want to get in too much of a hole, and Maloney trying to get it. Nice job by Curl fighting off.
Well, you can feel that half coming in. You got to look away from it. You got to turn away from it.
Is it that easy, Voge?
No, it's not.
You just make it seem so easy.
No. No, you have to feel it coming, and you have to react right away.
Red fires green.
Choice for
Green, your
Maloney. Let's
choice.
see what he does here. He's giving up a lot of weight.
Green's going defense.
I'll take bottom.
Well, all of which means he's got to explode in a hurry. When you're on the bottom against a bigger opponent, you have to be able to get out from underneath. Locking hands, free move, escape.
2 points.
1-1.
Now 4-0. And he's trying to get that takedown also. Trying to go for the big move right there.
All right, you got underneath the Curl. Curl's a big man.
Curl trying to grab that ankle, spin around, and he can get the 2.
Oh, my.
Nothing yet, though. There's the 2.
There's the
It's now 4-2. Maloney in the lead.
Oh, my.
Maloney has Curl in trouble here, though, Coach.
Oh, my.
Reversal. Almost had
Good
it.
job by Curl. Bellying down right away.
You saw that coming. 6-2, or is it 8-2? They gave him 2 back.
Gave him 2 back points with that. So you're looking at an 8-2 lead for Maloney. Again, throws the legs in. You know, and if you practice that, there's a way to prevent that by getting your elbow up against your knee, and the guy goes to throw a leg in, you pull it, lift it over your head, and you can sometimes come out the back door.
Maloney's just going to try and push Pearl back. Pearl's going to spin around. Looks like he can try and get one.
He might get two.
One or two. Let's see what he gets. He's
going to
got
get
the
two.
Now 8-4, 40 seconds left, second period. He's trying to work his own move for some back points. Got a little sloppy there.
Yep. Pearl's got nice height, nice weight. Matter of honing his skills. Oh my, oh my. If he drives it over, got the arm barred.
He's got to watch, he doesn't get a little sloppy, and they give up two here. 7 seconds, Pearl has,
Oh my.
Pearl's 8-4, and he's going to give up at least two.
He has a reversal
Big two votes, 12-4.
right at the buzzer.
Or is it 10-4?
10-4.
10-4.
That's
Pearl's choice.
That's what you do when you sign off, right? 10-4.
Yeah, 10-4. That's what we'll be doing in about an hour. Maloney's going to give up the one right away. Now 10-5. This is where we'll see if the conditioning it comes into effect.
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. And again, the mental aspect is so big in a match like this. Where your mouth has to feel like you're out in the desert right now.
Isn't that weird, Vote? You went right for the water once you said that.
Go center.
1:30 left. 10-5 lead for Maloney.
Oh my.
And a takedown. And an escape. 12-6. Maloney's trying to get that major. Get a takedown. He's in major territory right now, 14-6.
That's the 8-point lead, so that's
It's a lot of time now. He's going to let him go, though. I was going to say it's a lot of time. Here, if he gets a takedown, he can still afford to let him go.
yes.
14-7.
Maloney with a 7-point lead, so in order to get bonus points,
Taking a shot right there.
yeah, he's got to. That was a reach. Got to get another takedown. Pearl trying to prevent it. "20 seconds to go. Maloney drives in.
Warning against Paulsboro for stalling. They're all trying to spin around and get that takedown. Will be a big two for Paulsboro, and it is. 14-9, 9 seconds. Now 15-9. And it's going to be a regular decision for Maloney as time runs out. 15-9. Collingswood now leads 13-10. Then we go to 103, and this is a big match here, Votes.
Oh yeah, they split their first 3 matches even.
Pretty good records here.
Oh yeah, you got Jim Hatzel of Collingswood, 15-3, first in the Neptune tournament, third in the Collingswood tournament. His opponent, also a freshman, Daimir Rappa, 12-6 this year, second in the Mustang Classic, 6th at the Council Rock tournament. A lot of people have seen both wrestlers favor Rappa in this match. Got a nice height for a freshman, and a 3-pounder.
I've seen both of these guys wrestle. Gillard of Delsey. Rappa lost the decision, and Hatzel, I believe, got pinned in that match.
Yeah, and actually, Rappa split with Gillard this year.
Right.
Beat him in overtime and then lost in the dual meet. So it definitely favors Rappa here.
There's 2 for Rappa. 42 seconds in to get that takedown and a 2-0 lead.
Get down, Green.
Rappa's going to let him go. So it'll be 2-1. Rappa obviously confident on his feet.
And with the height advantage, good move. Good leverage. He gets it on the legs. He can set up some
shot
kind
again,
of
Coach.
a near side cradle or a half Nelson. There's the takedown.
Seconds, another escape. 4-2, Vogt. You let him down in this situation.
Well, you're down to the last 20
you
seconds.
You got to take him down, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to let him go. You want to take him down.
Rappa going in on the shot.
Oh, my.
Nice
dump. Nice dump.
6-2.
Good move by Rappa.
Southbound neutral first. Green to first.
Paulsboro's choice. They're going to take the neutral position. 3 takedowns already.
Obviously confident on his feet.
Oh, without doubt.
Is he tough? How is he on bottom, Vogt? Or
Rappa?
Yeah.
Oh, Rappa gets off the bottom.
Yeah. Are you surprised then that he didn't take the down and then get the 1 and then the 2?
No, I think he's looking for a 4 to 5 point move on a takedown.
Okay.
Gets a nice dump out there. The other wrestler is vulnerable for keeping his arm up, and if he does, the half opens up. Nice chanting by the Collingswood faithful.
Yeah, it's like a sea of white, the student body.
Yep.
Collingswood reminded me of that Penn State Notre Dame game I went to. It was just a whiteout.
There's a Collingswood warning for stalling.
Hatzel trying to get the takedown now. Nice job by Rappa. You see him trying to fight it off, but Hatzel going right after him.
If he keeps his head down, that gets you in trouble. Trying to reach through and grab the far leg.
Does that, he's going to pop his head and get a takedown.
I think the height is a disadvantage for Hatzel there in that situation. Yeah. Now Rappa's got the leg. All he's got to do is get him in motion. Gets him in motion, he can knock him off balance, get a takedown.
Look at that move though by Hatzel.
Not giving it up easy.
Paulsboro crowd wants 2. Nothing yet, Vogt. Mike Williams has a better view than we do. There you can see. They got it there.
There's a 2.
30 seconds left, 8-2 lead. Second period. Back and forth with this match. Once again, we look at head coach Ron Hamrick, assisted by Mike Anderson, Declan Moody, Dan Sheets. Moody and Sheets, a couple former wrestlers at Collingswood.
8-5 after the escape.
8-3, Vogt.
I'm sorry, 8-3. Nice duck under as it's ran out of room.
Trying to steal it on the line there. 9 seconds left.
9 seconds to go. Chances are he'll get a takedown before the period runs out.
Chances are you're wrong, Vogt.
I see.
Hatzel will have his choice. We have an injury time. Hey, Vogt, a little note you might be interested in seeing as we take a look at the Collingswood's contingent. There's an ice cream store in Gibbstown, I think called Tommy's, on Tomlin Station right off of Broad Street. I think they have a TV in there. What do you think they play on their TV inside the ice cream store Tuesdays at 7?
Oh, they're going to play the high school sports report.
Absolutely, and they have all the matches on. So that's a big hotbed. So I'll throw them a little shout outs. We look at Dean Duca, Paul Marina, talking to Demir Rappa as we're ready to wrestle here in the third period.
Dean Duca, of course, former wrestler for Paulsboro, as was Paul Marina, and faithful assistant, quite a brain trust.
Oh, caution there on Paulsboro.
Red, what's up, yo? Okay?
Here's Todd Palmisano now helping with the Paulsboro program, a hired assistant.
Oh, Vogt, what a wrestler he was, huh?
At Brick Memorial, yes.
When you talk about some of the great wrestlers who never win a state title, there's an escape. 8-4 lead for Rappa.
Also, Palmer Marina still assisting. Steve Anashevsky, a volunteer assistant.
Another takedown. Now 10-4. Now Rappa's got to start thinking about major decision as he lets him go. 10-5.
Can't get sloppy, that's the only thing. Plenty of time to go, though, in this third period.
Hatzel's got Rappa in a little bit of trouble here, though, Voj. Nothing yet. We might see a stalemate.
That's a stalemate right there.
Yep. 1:14 left.
One of the toughest matches that Hatzel's had this year. There's another thing, too, when they have these head-up matchups in the Colonial Conference, you're also fighting for Colonial Conference All-Star recognition.
There's a warning against Collingswood.
1 point.
Paulsboro. So now Voj, a takedown gives him a major. 11-5.
And deep
takes
again.
the shot. Single to the double. Can he finish it off?
Well, again, he wants to hold that leg.
There's Hatzel, I think, doing a nice job not giving up that takedown. Takedowns are getting harder and harder to get.
Yep.
Late in the match.
Again, forced a stalemate. So with a 13 or 11-5 disadvantage here, Hatzel's job is to try and not give up 2 more points.
But he's got to remember, he's already been hit once for stalling.
Absolutely. Oh my. Nice.
He's got to watch he doesn't run out.
Nice spin behind attempt by Rappa, run out of room. Can he keep away for 20 seconds? That's the question.
Hey, can afford to give up the 1, but there's Rappa with a shot. Now, if he gets a takedown, can he keep him down?
Oh,
he's got to get back points now. But he's got to keep him down now for 10 seconds.
Yep.
13-5. Hatzel trying to get out. Paulsboro's going to pick up 4. Big 4, Voj. Every point critical.
Absolutely.
13-5. We get ready for 112. Anthony Dawson coming out for Paulsboro. Let's see if we have Brett Palumbo. We'll wait in here.
And that was a win by Paulsboro. It gives them 4 of the first 7 weight classes. So. Anthony Dawson is a freshman.
And Palumbo, the junior.
8-3 this year. Brett Palumbo, a junior, 15-5 this year. 4th in the Neptune Classic, 3rd in the Collingswood tournament, 3rd in the districts last year. So you have a junior with 2 years of varsity experience. Anthony Dawson, a very, very impressive freshman. One thing you've seen from Anthony Dawson this year, just a ton of enthusiasm and a ton of confidence. Every time he steps on the mat, he gets better and better. Dawson trying to lift, turn, and come out the back door.
Palumbo did not wrestle in this match last year.
No score. We're under the first minute in the first period. Dawson in on a single. Palumbo trying to fight him off. Dawson lifts and drives. Steps through. He'll get a takedown.
I would think this is one Collingswood's favor, though, It's the experience factor, but...
Well, you would think.
Yeah.
But Dawson is wrestling way above freshman skill level this year. Strong youngster.
He's been around this program for a while. His cousin Tony Chill, the athletic director of Paulsboro, his brother Nate wrestled here.
And very, very determined. Oh my. Palumbo holding on for dear life. Dawson steps through, rolls through.
10 seconds now. Palumbo can spin around and get a takedown now.
Well, Dawson gets up to his knees though.
Nice job to get up.
Oh, without a doubt.
All that action, Vogue. We're not going to have any score after one period.
0-0.
Top out neutral to first. Red to first. Green. Green's going defense.
Paulsboro's choice, defer to the next period. Collingswood starts in the defensive position. Tries to come up off the bottom. Dawson fighting to hold on. Locking hands. 1 point. Big point, Vogue.
And that was a free move once the locking hands is called. See if we can hear the question.
Let's listen in.
No, he was on his knees, bro. He was on his knees and he never came off full up. 1 point, locked in.
Yeah, we got to try and get that a little bit louder next time.
Yeah, what he said was when he went down to his knees, he never released it. Once these supporting points are on the mat, you have to give the 1 point.
Everybody sit down. Both teams got warnings now for misconduct, okay? Okay.
Okay, both teams have been warned for misconduct.
Both teams, your question called, both teams got warnings now, okay? Yeah, both teams got warnings. That's it. Yep, both teams got warnings.
Well, we heard this at the start of the year when we had Dean Sizemore on a wrestling show, Vogue. The officials weren't going to take any questioning of calls.
No. And I'm glad to say they're enforcing that too.
It was locked hands. Okay, 1 point Green. Green is still down. There was no change. We started down.
Red, right?
1 point for
Green.
Green.
Collingswood, yeah.
Yeah, for locking hands. Paulsboro locked hands.
Right. So Palumbo with the lead.
Again. Nice job by Dawson. He breaks the man flat and pulls the arm through. He can cause a lot of damage.
Very impressive, though, job by the freshman.
Oh, without doubt. Without doubt. He's, like I said, every time he steps on the mat, I think he gets better and better. You know, some of these freshmen were thrown into the starting lineup this year, and they're getting their baptism under fire. Rapid at 103 doing an outstanding job, and Dawson's not far behind him.
Only point in this match, locking hands.
Yep.
56 seconds. Palumbo's going to try and spin around. Oh, he's trying to get two. Nothing yet. Look at Dawson, they're driving right back into him. There's the reversal, though. It's now 3-0.
Nice job of staying with it and spinning behind.
I almost think this is something Collingswood really needs here.
Well, I think this is one of the weight classes that they felt maybe was a toss-up, but maybe favored them a little bit with the experience that Palumbo has.
Right.
So to have a 3-0 lead, I'm sure it's something they expected, but I think they might have been hoping for more than a 3-0 lead against a freshman.
10 seconds. Dawson trying to steal a point here late in the period. He's not going to. 3-0 as we go to the third period. Dawson has his choice.
Let's go defense.
You saw how conditioning came into that very first match that Matt Cosgrove wrestled. Interesting seeing what the condition of Palumbo is in this match. Though he has wrestled 20 times already this year in varsity competition.
Palumbo doing a pretty nice job too, Village on top. At the end of the second, and so far to begin here in the third. Palumbo came in at 111. Both these guys, same weight.
Very equal, 111.6 for Dawson. Well, Palumbo has to do here, get on the legs, has to drive forward, try and knock the man off his base.
Now he's got to get off the parallel ride, try to break his man down, set up some kind of a pin combination.
Might see a stall warning here, though, Vogt.
Well,
except Dawson's got his head down on the mat.
Yeah, well, Dawson had his head down, and Palumbo was parallel, and then he got out a little bit to the side. Now he's pulling the arm through and getting out to the side like that, and that'll prevent. Oh my!
Almost out of back count. Nothing.
Dawson did a great job of getting out of danger in a hurry, but he's quickly run out of time on the bottom. 35 seconds to go. Clock is running. Biggest enemy for Dawson right now. Oh my!
He got caught. He's going to get stuck, Vogt.
Oh my! Huge bonus points, or huge back points.
Yeah, 6-0. 15 seconds. Palumbo needs to get it one more time. He's trying to lock him up. 7 seconds.
7 seconds. It'll be tough to get him on his back in the last 7 seconds of the bout.
Yeah, that 7 seconds for Dawson probably feels like 27 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's an eternity, no doubt about it.
Collingswood's going to take a 16-14 lead. What are we, Vogt? 4-4 through 8?
Yes. 4-4 after 8 bouts. This is where it starts to get dicey now, and this is where Paulsboro has to take the lead. Joey Duca coming out for Paulsboro.
119 pounds for Paulsboro. Joey Duca at the Collingswood, Eric Hamrick.
Joey Duca 16-1 this year, a sophomore, 49-11 in his 2 varsity years. First in the district, first in the region last year, where he's the outstanding wrestler. First in the Mustang Classic this year, and second in the Council Rock tournament. Eric Hamrick, a freshman and the son of the coach. 17-2 this year, third in the Neptune and Collingswood tournaments. So his only 2 losses were in tournament competition. Nice dump by Duca.
Duca ranked number 2 in the state, according to the Star Ledger, for the 2nd straight week at 112.
Duca is just an outstanding wrestler, John.
His only loss to nationally ranked Mark Rappa.
Yes.
Rappo.
Of Council Rock South. And took Rappo down. There you can see his uncle, Dean, took Rappo down in that match. Rappo had 257 takedowns last year. Intentional escape.
Duca had a great match last week, an overtime win against Rigger, and then I saw Rigo beat Curcio, right, Vogt?
Yes.
Of Washington Township.
Yes. Nobody, I don't think anybody on the Paulsboro team has a greater work ethic than Joey Duca. Maybe Eric done it. Gemtal's working very hard this year. Hodges is so giftedly talented. But Duca is just tenacious.
This must be tough for a coach here, Vogt, for Hamrick, watching his son.
Like I remember when Bob Frederick was coaching all those great teams at Paulsboro, and his son wrestled for Gateway High School, and that used to be excruciating.
Duca trying to get this takedown late in the period. 15 seconds left. He gets the takedown, 4-1 lead.
Just look how deep he gets in and forces his man over.
He's going to get back points too, Vogt.
There it is. Got his back count.
Not going to have enough time for the pin, but he's going to pick up 3 back points and have a 7-1 lead. Of course, his dad, Joe Duca, the former state champion at Paulsboro. 2-time finalist, right, Vogt?
Yes.
One as a junior, lost to Caceres, I believe, right?
As a senior, yes. Both came back as returning state champions. And this Joey Duca certainly has the same mental and physical fibers that his father had.
Caution, looks like Paulsboro, yep.
This is where Paulsboro figures to get bonus points, and Duke well on his way with a 7-1 lead. Very, very difficult to hold down on the mat.
Another caution on Paulsboro.
Well, they're free so far. Next, everyone after this counts as a point.
They almost had the escape. Nothing.
Stayed
back to the center.
Stayed close enough with him, but when they're out of bounds, Duke never had separation. Out of bounds they go. Duke with the escape.
8-1.
There's the official on the mat is Michael Williams. He has an official assisting him, watching the offside to see, check for any violations, and that's Russ Menudo, longtime career coach at Lenape High School, who has retired from high school coaching and is now into the officiating ranks. Duke has done doing a good job there of tying up the arm. Hamrick a little bit of credit. He's not backing off from a guy who was the outstanding wrestler in Region 8 last year.
Final 20 seconds of the period, Vogt. Remember, Duke had that late takedown in the last period.
Yes.
Trying to do it again here.
He's determined. If he goes after it hard, he gets it. He's in deep again. Right leg out, right foot was out of bounds.
Nothing. 6 seconds left.
Came close.
Going neutral, going neutral.
8-1 the bout score. Duke is trying to set up the takedown again. Now, as you mentioned earlier, one of the highly ranked wrestlers in the state at his weight class, and of course he's wrestling 119 here. You're going to see him at 112 pounds at the end of the year, and it's just it's going to be a lot of fun to watch him in state tournament competition.
Well, right now, I guess all that's on his mind is a takedown right here.
A takedown to get bonus points. His team needs bonus points. Good, again, in so deep.
Got the takedown that time. Now a 10-1 lead, so a 9-point lead. Even if Hamrick should escape, he'd still have that major.
I don't think you'll see Duke being done yet.
Come on, let's go. Get out.
307 straight wins. The streak is on the line tonight. If my math is right, Vogt, if I got my memory is right, I should say 7 different presidents since Paulsboro's streak started.
Amazing.
Nixon for
There's the intentional escape. How many good presidents during that time?
I don't know. That's all subjective, Voj.
That's true.
I support whoever's in office. Might not agree with everybody, but that's who I support. Anyway, 10-2, 30 seconds left. Paulsboro's going to have to win after even if should they win this, at least 3 more, Voj. Need to win at least 3 more to win this match, though.
There's no question.
And Dunnett must win.
Yes.
Duca going right after the takedown at the end.
Again,
here.
he gets so deep on the hips.
Runs out of room. 5 seconds left.
Almost a moral victory to only lose 10-2.
18-16 now, Paulsboro. As we go to 125.
Good major decision for Duca.
Paulsboro's got 5 wins, only 18 points though.
Collingswood 16 points with their 4 wins.
Paulsboro's going to send out Sean Diema. We'll see what happens with Collingswood here. Do they send out Panisi?
Sean Diema, Paulsboro. A sophomore, Sean Diema, 8-7 this year, 35 career wins, 3rd in District 31 last year.
And they do send out Panisi, Voj.
When he wrestled at Vineland. And Rich Panisi, a senior who's been around here for 4 years in the varsity program, 15-3 this year, 100 career wins, 3rd in the Collingswood tournament, a Camden County champion last year, 1st in the district, 3rd in Region 7. So this is the matchup that Collingswood wanted, because Paulsboro had to send a wrestler out on the mat first.
Trying to even his record against Paulsboro. He's lost twice, won once. Last year losing a 7-6 decision to Nico Lopez.
So this is a rubber match for him.
And Panisi, I talked about it, Voj, wrestled Fedeco real tough. 1-1 with like 15 seconds left before he was taken down in that meet against Delsey and losing 3-1.
Right.
So Diema's got his hands full. And obviously Collingswood needs bonus points here.
Without a doubt.
I mean, I would think they expect bonus points. I don't know if they need them.
Yeah, that's what they're going after for. And Diema has really wrestled well since coming to Paulsboro. I mean, he battles every match. And of course, the projected lineup down the road for the districts is with Duca at 12 and Dunnett at 19. Diema will probably be the 25-pounder. You see Panisi get the takedown.
2-0, 30 seconds left here in the first. Looking down the line here, Collingswood, Alex White, 15-3. Will Heinel, 15-2, still left in that lineup for Collingswood, so they have some guns left too, Voj.
Yep. Diema weighed in at 21-6 and Panisi at 24.
He's going to get some back points here. He's going to have 2.
Got 2. 2 points near fall.
Now 4-0 as we go to the second. There's the whiteout, Voj.
There it is, the Collingswood booster section. Panisi takes the defensive or down position.
Caution on Collingswood this time.
Yep. All the members of the media here tonight.
All right, get down.
Big match. Quick stand up by Panisi. Good job by Diema burying himself right into Panisi, not allowing him to get his legs out. Quick stand up by Panisi. Diema sticks to him like a glove.
You've got to bring him right down or let him go, though. Nice job bringing him down.
And when the guy is fighting like that, and you're following him, trying to trip him, showing that you're making an attempt to get him down, officials will usually give you that benefit of the doubt and not hit you with that quick 5 points you're stalling interpretation. Got to be just as fair to the guy on top. There's the escape.
Now 5-0. Another takedown. Gave him that two kind of quick. He waved it off.
They waved it off. Right thing to do. Seemed to spin behind, but he never got control, so they wiped it off. That's why with no riding time clock anymore, John, as opposed to the collegiate level.
I know what you're going to say. He should take his time, wait till the guy's taken down.
Wait until you're 100% sure before you throw those points up.
Yeah, back in the day, every second or two could count with riding time.
No question, because if you didn't give it right away, the clock didn't start running and you lost precious seconds.
.30 seconds left in this period. 5-0 lead for Panisi. 18-16, Paulsboro leads.
And everything it was built up to be.
Paulsboro's won 5 so far. Collingswood favored a couple in the middleweights though. Diema in on that shot.
Nice move by Diema. Nice move.
See the experience of Panisi though, Voj.
Locking up on that leg. Still got it locked up. Almost a stalemate type situation.
And time's going to run out on Diema. We'll take a break. More action after this timeout. It's back. 18-16, Paulsboro leads. 5-0. We missed just another caution call on Panisi, Voj. That's where we are right now.
Right, Panisi has 2 cautions now. So any more after this would be a point for Diema. Diema on the short end of a 5-0 score. If Panisi's looking for bonus points, he needs at least 3 more points in this bout.
Diema's got to try and get his head off of that mat too.
Yes.
And here you can see Williams down there looking. I think he's ready to call it too, because you can see Panisi out to the side working that pinning combination.
Again, the breakdown, and when the breakdown comes, there you go. Well, back points.
2.
That was
now 7. I don't know, Voj. You might want to think about cutting him here and then trying for the takedown. 50 seconds left.
He had a good tilt there. If he gets the tilt again,
he's got him
trying to bar the arm.
He might get it.
If he steps across, he can turn it back to the mat. Diema fighting into it. 30 seconds. Diema doing what he has to do. Don't want to give up an extra point.
There's the
first stall warning. Here comes the tilt. Not enough.
20 seconds. Diema, all he wants to probably do is get back to the center and regroup.
Yep.
Eight seconds, so Diema might hold on here, Voj. 5, and he will. 2 seconds.
And it's going to be 7-0, so no bonus points again for Collingswood.
Collingswood will take a 19-18 lead. Split 5-5 in matches.
7-0 final score. And we're going to see Eric Dunnett in the next match. We know that for Paulsboro. Eric Dunnett, a junior, wrestling at 130 pounds tonight. 17-2 this year, 68-10 in his career.
I think we're going to see Brian Harrison in Vogue. We'll see.
First in the district, second in the region for Dunnett last year. First in the Mustang Classic and second in the Council Rock tournament.
And it is Harrison, a sophomore, 10-9, or 9-8.
Brian Harrison, as you mentioned, a sophomore, is 9-8, third in the Collingswood tournament, and advantage definitely goes to Dunnett here.
Go center, go center, go center. Stay in the center, guys.
Dunnett stalking.
Dunnett giving up 5.5 pounds here.
Which is not unusual this year. Dunnett's been in that situation many, many times. He has wrestled all over the world. Spent some time, I believe, last summer in Australia.
I think so, Coach.
And he's, reminds me a lot of Joey Melchiori when he wrestled in high school. This kid's born to wrestle. Much like Joey Duca, born to wrestle. What great training partners they have to be.
Absolutely.
Side by side in the lineup.
Of course, Dunnett lost most of last year due to an injury.
Yes. And then, of course, he had a big growth spurt during the year. Look at Dunnett, just drive right forward. Gets the takedown. Yeah, last year Dunnett grew about 5 inches during the season, so when he missed the time with the injured ankle and came back in time for the groups in the districts and the states, by the time he got to the final of the regions, he didn't make it to the states because he lost in the regional finals and was dehydrated, ended up in the hospital for an overnight stay, and then by the time he got out, he had just gained too much weight in order to continue on last year.
Paulsboro needs major bonus points here.
No question. If I'm Collingswood, I'm sending Harrison out and saying do whatever you can not to get put on your back, not to give up big points. Pretty soon, Dunnett's got to think of cutting him loose and taking him down. Just take him down. Do a clinic.
Harrison's just laying there. He's got to watch. So Williams got down. He's going to hit him.
Yeah, he's got to push up off there.
Ooh. Harrison gets right back up, though.
Well, and the official, Mike Williams, telling Dunnett, I know you have to stop when you hear the whistle. Try not to go flinging him out of bounds. And that's not Dunnett's demeanor. Oh, my. Oh, my.
Going to get some back points here. He didn't get the count, did he? He got it now.
He's got it. Oh, my.
That'll pick up 3 points at the end of the period and a 5-0 lead. Only gave him 2 points, folks. I thought he gave him a 5.
I think he started and stopped.
He did. You're right. So it's 4-0.
On neutral.
We'll start neutral here.
Again, you watch Dunnett get in on the legs. He sets this up. And when he drives his man to the mat many, many times, he'll have him in a precarious position where he can end up getting back points out of it.
Harrison tries to take the shot that time. Dunnett ready for it.
Dunnett has so much mat savvy. It's hard to teach some of the things he has. It comes from experience, experience, experience. Dunnett's father prompting him from the stand, saying the outside single is there.
Warning against Collingswood. Dunnett's got the takedown this time. See if he can finish it.
Nice move by Dunnett.
And he gets it. 6-0.
He's just tenacious. Very tenacious. I drive him out to get a fresh start.
And that's what we're going to have. Obviously, his dad heard you, Coach.
Get down. Get down, Green. Get down, Green.
Done it. We'll control him on the mat. And we'll put him on his back again.
And Harrison's already been hit for a warning.
There's a caution. Here comes that tilt. See if he gets the tilt again. Here it comes.
That's one. Down two. Down three. Down four.
Did not get it.
You got the three.
2 back.
Still holding the same hold. Still
Now
holding the
8-0.
same. Still holding the same. Still.
Got 3 back. Gave it to him, 9-0. Looked like he only gave it 2 at first, Vogt.
Well, he had it sounded like a 4
Blood
count
time, blood
and started
time.
counting again. But then you could also hear the official saying he got the same move out there. So he can't give those points until he releases that move to go into another
Got it
pinning
all over his
combination
hands.
move.
Wipe it off his hands.
Injury timeout. Duca Marina and Hashesky
Hand on the elbow.
over there on the Paulsboro side.
Okay. Thank you.
Nice job tonight by the officials, Vogt.
He's in the front.
You know, always got to appreciate a guy like Menudo, Vogt, who gave all those
Stop
years
blood time.
as a coach and still giving back to the sport.
Absolutely.
Get down, Greg.
Saw him out there doing the JV match earlier. 28 seconds left in the period. Caution on Paulsboro this time.
Behind the elbow. You're touching it. Get on.
Both sides have cautions.
Get neutral.
Got an escape. 9-1.
Bench pleading with Harrison to get out of that maneuver there because you're going to get caught.
6 seconds. He just wants to not give anything up here.
9-1 after 2.
Done its choice, takes bottom.
Red's going defense. Red's going defense.
Collins is going to give him a stand-up right away.
Surrendering. 1 point red. Going neutral.
Now 10-1.
Something warning, okay?
Just has such a workmanlike attitude. A work ethic that's rarely second to anyone.
Got that leg again, another takedown.
Nice duck under. $12-1. You'll see a technical fall before this match is over.
That's 1. That's 2.
2 back, 14-1, right?
14-1 is correct.
One more turn and he's got a tech fall.
One more 2-point near fall.
$14-2. And remember, Harrison's already been hit for 1 warning.
That's a 12-point differential right now. Oh my.
Hey, Harrison gets his takedown.
my.
He got a big 2 right here. Did he get it? Nothing.
On the line.
Coaches, you see the Collingswood people getting their coaches back on the bench.
Yep.
25 seconds. Dunn needs more than a takedown.
Well, he needs 12-point differential.
15 seconds.
He's 15 points for a Tech fall.
And he's not going to get it. So Harrison, I'll tell you what, hung in there for the team, only gave up 4.
And that was his job to do.
Winner by major decision from Paulsboro, Eric Bunny. Scored about 14-2.
22-19.
And that's 6 wins for Paulsboro. 5 for Collingswood.
No pins though, Voj.
Nope.
No pins and no Tech balls.
Now wrestling at 135 pounds for Paulsboro, Bruce Martell, and for Collingswood, Alex White.
Bruce Martell, the sophomore from Paulsboro, 6-8 this year. His opponent, a senior from Collingswood, Alex White.
Correct.
And he is 15-3 this year, 4th in the Collingswood tournament, 2nd in the districts last year.
Last year, White wrestled 135, lost to Ryan Hone 7-0 in the dual meet. Having a nice year so far this year.
And again, without a doubt, this is a weight class that not only does Collingswood need, but they need bonus points if they can possibly get them. The big fly in the whole ointment tonight, as far as Collingswood is concerned, was the very opening weight class where Matt Cosgrove battled back from a 9-2 deficit to win 13-11 in overtime over Bruce Lohan.
There's a takedown. Right now, you look at the favorites. Collingswood's right now in the driver's seat, I would think, Voj. I mean, if somebody's in the driver's seat, it would be them. Well,
experience-wise, yeah, I would not disagree with you. But I thought in the very opening bout tonight that Collingswood was in the driver's seat. That's what the mystique of this conference over the years. Where teams thought they had Paulsboro backed into a corner, they would scratch and claw their way out and win matches they weren't supposed to win. You don't go 307 wins in a row in a conference without a little bit of luck and good things shining in your corner.
Martell gets the escape, 2-1.
Nice sit-outs, never stop moving.
Nice to get those points late in the period.
Yep. And again, question of conditioning will come into effect, I think, in this match. Collingswood with a 2-1 lead after the first period.
Green.
Collingswood chooses.
Green to defense.
Takes the
bottom.
defense, yep.
Paulsboro had their choice, deferred.
Yeah, there was that series a couple years ago that said 6 hard minutes. And that's what a wrestler's life is all about. You practice hard to be able to go 6 hard minutes out there. And in Cosgrove's case tonight, almost 6.5 minutes. Martell trying to keep the pressure on.
White trying to stand up, get that escape.
He stands up, gets separation, he'll get a point.
Martell brings him right back down to the mat. 1:11 left here in the second. 2-1 lead for White.
White trying to grab the leg. If he doesn't get 2, I think he'll end up getting 1.
He got 2.
2-point reversal.
4-1.
You're down red.
Almost should have been a point there where you would want to say, I'm in deep trouble. Let me give him the one and get out of trouble.
Who sends out the wrestler next match, Rose? Who has to send it out first?
Collingswood. Collingswood has the odd bounce.
Sure, Paulsboro wants to keep Samuels away from Heinel. Gonna get a count here.
Oh my.
Read back. 7-1.
Here again, conditioning comes into play. Conditioning and experience. They go hand in hand. White trying to throw the leg in, pry the arm, try and expose the back. Martell doing the right thing, trying to come up to all fours.
We go to the third period, 7-1. Martell will probably take the bottom to start the third period. Take a look at Paulsboro's bench.
Let's go defense.
Again, Martell is down. He wants to explode off the bottom, try and get out in a hurry. With a 6-point lead, White wants to try and set his man up so he can try and expose him.
Got him in trouble here. Martell does a nice job so far fighting that one off, but he's got to get his head off the mat.
Yeah, you can't rush that. He had the right move, but I think White tried to rush it. Martell feels that half coming in. He's got to sit out away from that, look away from it. Again, it's got that half in deep. Martell doing the right thing, pulling the arm off the head.
There's the escape, 7-2. Martell taking the shot. Trying to put the pressure, but White looks like he's just too experienced, Vogue. And he's got Martell in trouble.
Yeah, and that's what Cosgrove did in the first match. He did back over, he took the shot. So Martell did the right thing, taking a shot, but he's got taken down.
9-2. We'll see what he had. 40 seconds, a lot of time, Vogue. Does he try and turn him at one point, say forget about it? But he's got him in trouble right now.
Well, he's trying to bury that head in the ribs.
See what the breaking point is. Trying to keep a look at that Collingswood bench where they say cut him and try and take him down.
They're all over there saying keep him down, try and turn him. Martell doing what he has to do. 15 seconds to go.
9 seconds. And through 12 votes, we're going to be tied at 22. Wow.
Nice job by Martell, not giving up any more bonus points.
140.
Wow, 6-6 split in matches right now, and a tie score with 2 bouts to go.
We'll see what happens. Paulsboro's going to wait and see. Samuels is up and ready to go, but I'm obviously waiting to see what Collingswood does. Collingswood's choice.
You're the home team.
I'll try and listen to it. Heinel.
Well, Heinel of Collingswood. Brandon Samuels, the veteran, gets the call.
A little surprise, Vogue?
Yes. Understood he wasn't feeling well. Will Heimel, been here before. He's a junior, 15-2 this year. Third in Neptune and second in the Collingswood tournament, second in the districts last year. Brandon Samuel, a junior, 10-8 this year, 5th in the Mustang Classic.
Who's Paulsboro sending out then in this match?
Might end up being Mike Buckley.
Collingswood wins this one. They got to be feeling pretty good right now just for the experience factor.
Well, they got to win this one first.
Right.
Both sides going for 2. Out of bounds they go. Samuels, affectionately called Sticks by his Paulsboro followers. Probably in his biggest match.
You think so?
In a long time.
You think so?
A long time.
Of course, last week the match was over when he wrestled Paulsboro.
Yes. And he fought Paulsboro pretty well in that match. He's had a couple disappointing matches this year, so this is the time to help out his teammates.
Samuels runs out of space. Looking ahead, Taylor Venazzi, a freshman, 6-5, could be the next wrestler for Collingswood.
Who else do they have available at that weight?
Mike Shields. Oh, Samuels is in a lot of trouble, Boach.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Hey, the streak is on the line here, Boach.
Oh, my.
6 pinpoints.
Oh,
Wow.
my. If he sits through in this, oh, my, this is curtains.
5.
Oh, brother. Oh,
big points.
my. Nothing.
Set him up on that one, Vogue.
No question.
Going to start neutral.
And what Samuels has to do is remember, bonus points are so important, so you don't want to get yourself in a predicament where you can get put on your back. Again, like Cosgrove did in the very first match tonight, Samuels wants to stay aggressive. Oh, my.
White's got that leg again.
Nice height advantage for Samuels.
Using that leverage.
Yep, sprawls back, tries to stay out of trouble, tries to get his own takedown. Stepping on the line, he's going to be very, very close to be out of bounds.
Go back to the center. Tied at 22. Well, no matter what, it's going to go down to the last weight class. We know that.
And what a
Unless
great,
there's a penalty point.
yeah, what a great match.
See the concern on Paul Marina's face. Halfway through this one, a big 5-point move. I think I saw a warning. Final on that shot. Samuels trying to use his leverage. Trying to lock him up, spin around, get 2. 38 seconds left in the period. Samuels trying to free up his leg, get the takedown. Trying to get that cradle in, Vogue, but he doesn't have 2 yet.
I would go after the 2 first. Step across, he's going to get 2. Heimel fighting it off. Oh, my.
See that a lot, Vogue. Some guys try and get that 5 before they get the 2.
Yeah, you can't rush things. Got to be methodical. Take them step by step.
Well, we're going to go to the 3rd. Samuels look like he's in no rush. Down 5-0 now. Heimel saying stand up. We're going to start neutral.
No, he's taking top.
Okay, he's taking top.
Wow. Well, I can understand it. With the leverage that Samuels has, getting off the bottom could be wasting a lot of time. So they want to try and break him down.
Caution.
He's on the 5-step.
Heimel may want to try and break Samuels down and see if he can't tilt him. Samuels has to get to his feet, try and get his legs out. Oh my.
That leverage, that advantage is coming into effect right here, though.
No question about it.
Fortunately for Samuels. Almost in a little trouble there for a second.
Yep. Heimel has to try and break him down.
Like you talked about, though, Vogt, valuable seconds ticking off the clock.
Absolutely. Closing on 1 minute left in the match.
So where we are as far as if we split 7-7.
That's why I ran and got the rule book. You're going to have to look it up for me.
Well, because we know that Collingswood's got a pin already, so I think they would win out.
Yeah, because it goes on sportsmanlike conduct.
There's none.
And there is none. Then it goes, I think, to the number of matches.
And that would be tied.
It would be tied.
Because we're assuming they split the last 2, and that's even if they do split the last 2.
Yeah.
Get out, Red.
Frantically looking at that rule book, but I know that we have one pin on the side of Collingswood.
Yeah, if they end up in identical scores, they would go to penalize greater number of times, and that hasn't happened. A greater number of matches, that hasn't happened. Team having accumulated the greater number total of falls is the 3rd criteria, and Collingswood has 1. So if Heimel only wins by a decision and Paulsboro wins a decision in the last bout, Collingswood would win on criteria if it's a tie score. Can't get any closer than that.
Warning against Paulsboro. That's his 2nd. That's a point. Now 6. Got called when you're getting for your rule book, I think, Vogt.
All right.
It's got to watch the back points here at 2 seconds. So here we go. We go down to the last weight. (25-22) Collingswood. Well, what's Paulsboro going to pull out of their hats here? So many times the streak's been on the line.
And so many times they've pulled it out. Let's see who they announce. They got weighed in. There you got it. Taylor Venezzi and Mike Buckley. Mike Buckley's first match of the year. He is 0-0. He's a senior. And Taylor Venezzi for Collingswood is a freshman, 6-5.
Takedown. 2-0 lead, Buckley.
Again, conditioning is such a big factor in this match. Of course, if Buckley gets a major decision win, it would be a moot point.
They'd rename Delaware Street, Vogt, if that happens. 2-1.
you mentioned when we went on the air, this hasn't happened in the Colonial Conference since 1971. Oh my, big
4-1.
takedown.
Also, Paulsboro hasn't lost 3 in a row, Vogue, since '68.
Yes.
They lost 4 in a row that year twice in that season when they lost 9 dual meets. 4-1. I gotta tell you, what a winter season we've had here on Channel 5.
Without doubt.
Between basketball, I mean, so many great basketball games, the 3 wrestling matches so far.
And you know,
Buckley looked like he's injured.
yeah, and look at this bout. I mean, look at some of the players in this match tonight.
Injury time on
Matt
red.
Cosgrove doing the heck of a job he did in the very opening bout. And now Mike Buckley wrestling his very first match of the year.
And I'll tell you what, you look at the student body from both schools, they're standing up for this match.
Let me know when 30's gone.
Now, the adults are sitting down, but I'll tell you what, the student body and some of the adults are standing up also.
You ready to go? Okay.
I don't have Buckley on my list, Vogue. What is he, year-wise?
He's a senior.
Senior? Going against a freshman.
So maturity level-wise, advantage Buckley. He has been on the mats for a couple of years.
But how's he taking that shot?
And again, conditioning. But as he's been out the whole season, Buckley, a recent newcomer to the squad. Now I think what people can see how valuable Zach Greenwald was to the lineup. Demir Rappa has stepped in at 103 and
Hey, look at the
done
crowd.
a
We
great
talked
job.
about him standing up, Vogue.
No doubt about it. Place is a sellout tonight.
4-2. Buckley needs another takedown in this last 10 seconds.
Trying to push the head down. If he can push the head down, he can spin behind.
Going to run out of time here in the period. Take a 4-2 lead into the second.
Your choice. Top on me.
Buckley defers.
Green's going defense.
Donazi
Going off to
chooses
the start. Get on.
bottom.
Buckley cuts him loose.
Go center, Green. Go center. Go center, Green.
Makes it a 4-3 bout. No, 5-2.
Stall warning against Collingswood.
5-2 bout.
4-3.
4-3, I'm sorry.
Now with the stall warning, Buckley's got to keep the pressure on Venazzi.
3 escapes for Venazzi. 2 takedowns for Buckley in the first period. So
Buckley
it's
trying for that
4-3.
throw, it looked like there, Vogue. Got to keep going at him.
Who got the warning?
Collingswood with the stall warning.
Wow.
You got stalling, Green. Stay center.
Again, this is something Paulsboro prides us on. Wrestling on their feet. Many, many hours spent on takedowns in the practice room over and over and over. But again, we remind everyone that Buckley has only been out for a little over a week. So conditioning will come into play and how much practice time he did get to practice those takedowns on your feet.
Valuable time clicking off the clock for Paulsboro. They need to win by at least 8 in this one.
Buckley taking the shot. Almost in a situation where you can be a counter wrestler and you're going to benefit your team if you don't give up big points.
37 seconds, second period. This Collingswood crowd just ready to erupt.
Oh, I don't think
Another
there's any
shot.
doubt about it.
And Venazzi can get a takedown. This crowd will really go nuts.
Oh, They go out of their minds.
20 seconds, second period.
Try and pull that head down, spin behind.
Great job by the freshman of Collingswood, Vog.
Unquestionably.
Found himself down early, 4-1, fighting his way back.
Oh,
and he's got the reversal.
Oh, my.
I mean, takedown. 5-4. Conditioning now, Vog, comes into effect.
No question about it. No question about it.
Where's on defense? Red zone defense. Excuse me. Red zone down. Red zone down.
Third and
Now
final
they're all
period.
standing, Vog.
And I'll tell you what, security doing a great job of keeping everybody back away from the mat.
February 3rd, 1971, the last time Paulsboro lost in the conference. That streak is in jeopardy with 1:50 to go in the third.
No question about it. No question. Benazzi trying to break his man down.
What a job by this freshman, Vog.
A lot of pressure.
Name that street after him if he pulls this one out. Warning against Paulsboro for stalling.
1 minute and 28 minutes away from history. Buckley's got to try and explode off the bottom.
Caution, Collingswood. Taylor Benazzi. Right back down to the mat. This kid's doing a great job, Vog.
Oh, again, you know, you just don't have that lung capacity.
Just a freshman. I tell you, the pressure when you're a freshman.
No question, especially with, you know, everybody's got to know what was at stake going into this bout. A team that hasn't lost, and you can see how many times since 2000,
1 minute,
Collingswood has been second in the conference.
1 minute to go.
"47 seconds from
And folks,
history."
this is a point, even if Paulsboro should tie and go into overtime, if I'm Collingswood, I back out, let them call stalling. You lose by a decision, you win the match.
Yep. But Benazzi's out there to win the match on his own.
In regulation.
He's got a 5-4 lead. 35 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. This place has gone wild. Oh my.
Stall, Paulsboro, 6-4. 15 seconds, Vog, 15 seconds. Collingswood's going to win this match. And it's not going to go down this a tiebreaker. 3, 2, 1. Collingswood ends Paulsboro's streak. 28-22. Oh my.
8-6 split in bouts. You got to tip your hats to Collingswood. What a
Taylor
fantastic
Benazzi, the
performance.
freshman. What a job he did.
No question about it.
Unbelievable match.
Let's see if I can't get
Bo just going to try and get Coach Hamrick. Collingswood wins 8 out of the 14. They win 28-22. We'll take a break and be right back.
I got to get